Ready to jump into the world of AI?
Let's do it.
Today, we're diving deep into the work of Pascale Fung,
Oh, a fantastic choice.
a real trailblazer in artificial intelligence.
Especially in the realm of AI that talks back, like those chat bots.
Right, like the ones that pop up when you're on a website.
Or those virtual assistants we all rely on.
Exactly. And we've got a ton of material on Fung here,
We do. Everything from her early research.
to where she sees AI heading in the future.
Exactly. So much to unpack.
But don't worry, we'll guide you through it,
Find those golden nuggets about her work.
so you can walk away feeling like AI experts.
Sounds good.
So one thing that really struck me about Fung
Mm-hmm.
is her global perspective on AI.
Oh, absolutely. Her background is multilingual and really shows in her research.
I find that fascinating because I bet most people don't even stop to think about language barriers in AI.
You're right. You'd think these systems just understand everyone, right?
Yeah.
But for the longest time, AI was very English-centric.
Ah, that makes sense.
Fung recognized that early on,
Good for her.
and she became a leader in multilingual AI, making it accessible to everyone, no matter their language.
Wow. So how does that even work? Can you really teach a machine to grasp the nuances of all those different languages?
It's a bit like imagine teaching a child different words for happy,
Okay, yeah,
feliz in Spanish, hero in French.
I get it.
Fung's research creates a kind of map in the AI's mind where those ideas are connected no matter the language.
So almost like a universal translator.
Exactly. It lets the AI understand whatever language it's hearing.
That's incredible.
Mm.
I've definitely had some lost in translation moments with AI.
Happens all the time.
Speaking of which, Fung started her career long before the deep learning craze, right?
You're right. Back when AI was all about crunching numbers with statistical models.
It's like those old chatbots.
Oh, tell me about it.
They'd give you responses.
But it was so robotic.
Yeah, you knew it was a machine.
Totally.
Yeah.
But then neural networks came along,
Game changer.
and AI's ability to use language like us just exploded.
Yeah. It's amazing how fast things have changed.
You said it.
And, it's not just about making machines talk, it's about natural conversation.
That's where Fung's work gets really interesting. It's what we call conversational AI.
Oh, I've heard of that.
For her, it's not just about following commands.
Right.
It's about understanding context,
I see.
recognizing your emotions, even subtle things like humor.
So if I'm telling my virtual assistant about a bad day, it shouldn't just try to schedule an appointment.
Exactly. It should realize you're stressed, maybe even offer comfort.
Wow.
That's what sets her work apart. Building systems that really connect with us.
Connect on a human level.
Precisely. And this all ties into another crucial aspect, building trust in AI.
Yeah, because if AI is going to be everywhere making decisions that impact us, we need to know it's making the right decisions.
Absolutely. Fung is a huge advocate for what we call explainable AI.
Hating.
That we should understand how AI comes to its conclusions.
It can't just be a black box.
No way. We need transparency.
It's interesting to think about how AI is already making decisions that affect us.
Oh, every day.
Recommending products, filtering news feeds,
Yeah.
even helping doctors.
Which is why this explainable AI is so important.
And so with a medical treatment, we know why the AI recommended it.
Exactly. We need to trust that it's not biased or using bad data.
It's like we should be able to ask it.
Right.
Why did you decide that?
Exactly. What information did you use?
What were your reasons?
You get it. Fung believes the more transparent AI is, the more we trust it
Makes sense.
and ensure it's ethical. And that's a big focus for her.
Yeah.
AI as a force for good.
That's great. So we've got this brilliant researcher pushing for ethical AI,
It's inspiring.
but she also puts it into practice, tackling real problems.
Right. She's big on AI for good projects.
Like what?
Using AI for disaster relief, environmental monitoring, improving education.
I'd love to hear a specific example, something that makes this AI for good idea really come to life.
One that stands out is her work to improve education in disadvantaged communities.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Her team built these AI tutoring systems that adapt to each student's needs and pace.
Wow. So AI is breaking down barriers to learning.
That's the idea.
That's amazing. It really changes how you see AI.
Yeah.
But we've covered a lot, and I know Fung has some pretty mind-blowing ideas about the future.
Oh, absolutely. She sees AI not just as a tool, but as a partner, especially in creative fields.
AI is a creative partner. Now, that's something I need to hear more about,
Well, stay tuned.
because we're just getting started.
We'll dive into that next time.
This is going to get even more fascinating.
I can't wait.
So, AI as a creative partner It sounds almost like science fiction.
Right, but that line between science fiction and reality is getting blurrier all the time.
It really is.
Fung sees this huge potential for AI in creativity. Not to replace humans, but to work with us.
So it's not like AI is going to be writing symphonies or novels all by itself.
No.
It's more like AI teams up with artists.
Exactly, to push the boundaries of what's possible.
I like that.
Imagine a painter using an AI tool.
Okay.
The AI analyzes their past work.
Interesting.
Finds those recurring themes.
The things the artist might not even realize they're doing.
Exactly. And then the AI suggests new things to try.
Like what?
Color palettes, brush strokes, composition.
Huh. It's almost like AI is becoming a muse, giving artists new ideas.
A great way to put it. And this applies way beyond painting.
Okay, like what else?
Think about music composition.
Right.
AI could analyze a composer's whole career.
Wow, their entire body of work.
And find patterns, melodies that really fit their style.
So it could suggest new chord progressions.
Yeah.
Or even whole new melodies.
That the composer might never have thought of on their own.
That is mind-blowing. But does this mean human creativity takes a hit? If AI is helping, is it really the artist's creation anymore?
That's the debate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fung's view is that AI actually enhances creativity.
How so?
By expanding our options, helping us think outside the box.
Break free from our habits.
Exactly. It's like AI is giving us these new tools.
A whole new way of seeing things.
Exactly.
I can see how that would be liberating for an artist.
Yeah.
Having that AI partner to challenge them.
Exactly. Pushing them to try new things.
To experiment.
Yeah.
And this could go beyond the arts, right?
Absolutely. Architecture, design, even scientific discovery.
AI helping us build better cities.
Yeah.
Find new medical treatments.
Potentially, yeah.
Compose music we can't even imagine yet.
The possibilities are endless.
It's really exciting. But we have to be realistic. There are downsides too, right?
Of course. AI is powerful, and any powerful tool can be misused.
That's true.
That's why Fung always stresses ethical AI development.
Being mindful of those risks.
Absolutely. We can't just get carried away by the technology.
We need to think about things like bias.
Yeah.
Make sure these systems are transparent, accountable.
Exactly. It's not enough to just build cool AI. We need to do it right.
With a purpose.
Using it for good.
Right. It feels like we're at this turning point. AI is growing so fast.
It is.
And we have a choice. Get swept up in it or try to guide it.
Make sure it leads to a better future.
A more just future for everyone.
I couldn't agree more. And having people like Pascale Fung leading the way.
People who really get both the technology and the ethics.
Gives me hope that we can get this right.
I'm curious, when we talk about ethical AI, what are some concrete things that companies and individuals can do?
Good question. It can feel overwhelming, like this huge problem.
It does.
But there are steps we can take. For companies, it starts with building diverse teams.
Diverse AI development teams?
Right. More perspectives mean a better chance of building fair systems.
Because if it's just a narrow group building this technology?
Their biases get baked in.
Makes sense.
Companies also need to be open about how their AI works.
Transparency.
Yes. And they need to actively look for and fix bias in their data.
So diversity, transparency, and fixing bias in the data itself.
Exactly.
Important stuff. But what about individuals? What can we do on our end?
Well, for starters, be aware of the AI you're using every day.
Like apps on our phones?
Sure.
Or those websites that seem to know everything about us?
Exactly. Pay attention to how they work, what data they collect.
So even read those privacy policies that are full of jargon?
Yes, even those. And if a service makes you uncomfortable, opt out.
You have the right to control your data.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people feel powerless against all this tech.
Like they're stuck on autopilot.
But we actually have more power than we realize.
We do. Every choice we make matters.
Support the companies doing AI the right way.
Exactly. And demand better from those who aren't.
Hold them accountable.
The more we do that, the more companies will prioritize ethics.
So we're not just passive consumers. We have a voice.
And a responsibility to use it.
To shape the future of AI.
Which is more important now than ever.
As AI becomes more and more a part of our lives.
We need to have these conversations.
Ask the tough questions.
And demand that AI is used for good.
Not just for profit.
It's like we're all writing the next chapter in this story of AI.
And the choices we make today decide what that chapter looks like.
Exactly. It's not set in stone. We're creating it together.
Right here. Right now. And with some thought. Some commitment to those ethical principles.
We can create a future we're proud of.
Well, you've given us a lot to think about.
My pleasure.
It's been amazing exploring AI through Pascale Fung's work.
It has. And the most insightful part might be still to come.
Oh.
We still need to unpack Fung's perspective on the human element of AI.
Now, that's a perfect teaser
Stay tuned.
for the final part of our deep dive.
Welcome back. It's time for the final part of our deep dive into the work of Pascale Fung.
We've talked about her groundbreaking research, her ideas about AI as a creative partner.
Right. But there's one more big piece we need to explore.
The human element.
Okay. I think a lot of us picture AI as, cold and impersonal.
All ones and zeros.
Exactly. But you're saying there's more to it than that.
Definitely. AI is, in a way, a reflection of us.
It's created by humans.
Well, yeah.
Trained on human data.
Right?
Designed to solve human problems.
So understanding the human side is really important if we want to build AI that actually works for us.
Absolutely. AI that aligns with our values.
So what does that look like in the real world? What's an example of human-centric AI?
Well, think about how we design those AI interactions.
Okay.
It's not just about efficiency.
Yeah.
You need to think about the user's emotions.
Oh, I see.
It's like those times you get stuck in a loop with a chatbot.
Oh, the worst.
Fung's work is all about making AI more empathetic, more intuitive.
So it understands not just what we say,
Right.
but how we feel.
Exactly. Our intention.
That makes sense. And this goes beyond customer service, right?
Oh, yeah. Think about AI in healthcare, education, even entertainment.
It could revolutionize things like mental health support
Definitely.
or personalized learning, adapting to how each person learns best.
Exactly. But it's also about the bigger picture, how AI impacts society.
Our jobs, relationships.
Yeah, even our privacy.
That's a lot to consider. It must be tough to balance the excitement of new technology with all those potential risks.
It is a tough balance.
But Fung shows us it's possible to be both optimistic and realistic about AI.
To see the possibilities, but also the challenges.
Right. She's a real advocate for responsible AI development.
Transparency, accountability.
Making sure everyone's included.
It all comes down to a deep respect for humanity.
Yeah.
This idea that technology should serve us.
Not the other way around.
Exactly. That's what makes Fung's work so important. She's not just building AI.
She's building a future where AI empowers people.
Helps us create a better world.
More just, more equitable. It's an inspiring vision. But for our listener, what's the key takeaway from all of this?
I'd say it's this. The future of AI is not set in stone.
It's not predetermined.
Right. We're all shaping it with the choices we make.
The conversations we have, the actions we take.
Exactly. So stay informed, engage with these issues, ask those hard questions.
We've been exploring the work of Pascale Fung, a true leader in the world of AI. And her message is this: AI isn't just about technology. It's about us. It's about using our intelligence and compassion to create a future where technology helps us reach our full potential. We hope you've enjoyed this deep dive, and we encourage you to continue exploring these ideas.